Welcome to this week's episode of OVW Fan Zone Live. This is where the fans talk back. My name is Jack Minogues.
I'm Brian Hines.
And we're joined by this week our friend and yours, Brian Allen. Brian Allen, how are you?
I'm great, man. How are y'all doing?
Doing well, thank you. If you are a listener of our regular show, which why aren't you? You might recognize Brian Allen as a frequent guest host on our show. We were going to record an episode today, guys, of our OVW podcast, the original podcast of Ohio Valve Wrestling, wherein we usually review all of the action from last week's episode of Rise. This is, of course, the show where we predict it. Our other show is the show where we recap it. But that didn't happen this week. That didn't happen this week for a couple of reasons. A was Jay Manola-Vincia, and since he's out of the room, I'll blame it on him. And it is his fault. I want to make that very clear. It is his fault. Tiny Brian, he's not here. Jay Manola-Vincia set up a interview with us. Tiny Brian forgot about it. So Jay Manola-Vincia showed up today to what was basically unannounced. Let's go with unexpected. And we sat down and did an interview with Jay Manola-Vincia. And up until that interview, which was at about 2:30, till about 20 minutes ago, we were shooting the breeze with old Jay Manola-Vincia.
Yeah.
Hanging out with old Jay Manola-Vincia. And just in case you were wondering, there will be an episode of our podcast up this evening, as there always is at the conclusion of this show, and it is the Jay Manola-Vincia interview. We wanted to get this one out there to you guys while it was hot. We wanted to get this one out there to you guys while it was relevant. Who better to recap not only the last Saturday Night Specials match, Fight Night's match with Cal Hero, who better to recap his OVW career than the man himself? We could have recorded an episode where we tried to do it. It wasn't going to cut the mustard, so they say. Not in the way that this is. So we're very excited to bring that interview to you guys this evening, and check the audio podcast of that interview because there's a little something special at the beginning for you guys there. So.
Hey, folks. Sorry to. I'm Tiny Brian. I'm your producer.
Tiny Brian, say hello, please.
Hello. Yes.
Tiny Brian is our producer. He's in the chat as at OVW Podcast.
And unfortunately, guys, because we spent so much, and I wouldn't really call just shooting the breeze with Jamin. I would call it I believe I did call it the OVW Podcast Leadership Summit 2025.
I think you did.
Jamin had messages for all of us, really. And we thank him for that. But because I didn't get in here until about 10 minutes ago, there's no time for me to figure out why the printer isn't working.
Oh.
Me, your IT leader, and with Brian Allen, who is an IT guy by trade, and unfortunately we cannot work it out. But I've been running around trying to get you guys some notes. I've admitted defeat in that, and we are just kind of. I'm going to have the notes, and I will do the tour update in a minute, but because I have it.
You are the notes.
Let me see. LaPorte Civic Auditorium, LaPorte, Indiana. What's the date? I'm gonna guess them. We're gonna guess them. You tell us the date. LaPorte Civic Auditorium in LaPorte, Indiana.
Yes, that is September 27th, 2025.
Anybody else want to go?
Oscar Event
Oh,
Center.
we have a super chat from Jay Carr. Ashton Adonis eats boogers, apparently.
Okay, good to know.
Okay.
I'm gonna need
Which you cannot find at Jungle Gyms.
I'm gonna say this before we start. I heard Ashton Adonis is very litigious, so I would just watch what we say about him. I heard he likes to lawyer up.
Does he have P.J. Jones on retainer?
I think he might have P.J. Jones on retainer, and I think that he might not like being accused of eating boogers. If you're going to say something like Ashton Adonis eats boogers, you need to say, of course, allegedly. Ashton Adonis eats boogers.
Hans, I did hear that Jungle Gyms. That is November 21st, 2025.
That is correct.
That is in the Fairfield, Ohio location of Jungle Gyms.
So I would say I got one. The one in Elizabethtown. That's this weekend, right?
Ooh, good call.
Look at
good
that.
call.
I think
Good call.
That is in fact at the Bluegrass Sportsplex. In Elizabethtown, Kentucky. That is August 29th, this very Friday. And
bonus pints.
Look at you. Okay, that is the next one up after this Friday. That is in Longport, Indiana, on September 6th, 2025.
Anybody else got one?
And do we have any more here that I'm seeing?
The
fair is done.
Hold on. Anybody else got one?
I don't.
I don't either. I think that was it.
Every Thursday at Hot Point Davis Arena, you can find OVW Rise starting at 7 p.m. Doors open earlier than ever at 5:45. Shows action starts by 6:15. Get there by 6:30 to see Overdrive. And if you miss it, catch it on Tuesday evenings on this very YouTube channel, baby. I won.
Good.
Sorry, you guys didn't realize we were playing a game. I think only I realized we were playing a game.
Yeah.
That was a good
you
read.
got
That was a
me
good
there.
read for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna.
Anything else on there in all seriousness?
No, I think that is all of them.
No,
That
that's
is
it.
everything we needed. The super chat thing we've already learned. If you make a super chat, I will just interrupt whatever is being said to do it. If you've put questions or comments in there thus far, guys, I have actually literally been out of my seat more than I've been in it since we started the show. So drop them back in there for me one more time. I'm watching now. I'll be catching them and putting them in. We'll be talking. Later in the show, you'll have your chance to talk back.
Absolutely. That's the whole point of this show. We like to, Tiny Brian back there thinks it's when he gets to say predictions. But the point of this show is actually that the fans get to talk.
That is, I love that. Okay.
I want the fans out there to be reassured. So we want to jump into prediction segment up next. We're going to take a break
Let's
real
take
quick.
a break real quick.
Take a break real quick. We'll be right back on this episode of the OVW Fan Zone Live.
Dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling. The OVW Academy with Al Snow, the birthplace of legends including Batista, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Visit OVWacademy.com and apply now.
Yeah.
This week, hopefully, we'll have this all straightened out.
Fan Zone. Whoa.
Get your ticket.
My name is Buzz Backlund, and I'm in the OVW Fan Zone.
Welcome back, OVW Fan Zone Live. This is where fans talk back. My name is Jackman Oaks.
Still Brian Hines.
And I'm Brian Allen.
Yeah, Brian Allen's joining us this week on this show. He's a frequent co-host of ours, guest host of ours on our other show, the OVW Podcast, in case you were wondering where you might have recognized him from.
You might have also recognized him if you like, Twitch second screen experiences for certain major wrestling
That's true.
premium live events.
Let's go ahead and plug where we can find you on Twitch, Brian Allen.
Yeah, that's appreciated, man. You can find me on Twitch and just about every other platform on just Omni Puma, 2 words, put them together, OMNIPUMA, Omni Puma, that is it. If you like wrestling, gaming, or just about anything that's goofy and fun, man, I got you.
Or the
we'll get into
shoes.
some adventures. The shoes?
I noticed your kicks.
Oh, man, I appreciate that. Let's do more shoe content. That's what we're going to do.
More shoe content.
Puma game,
Okay,
man.
there we go.
Puma
Can we
gang
just do
all
some
day.
content where you help me understand shoe content?
Sure.
Find you,
So-
help you with get a fit.
But-
Can we help you get a fit?
Please. That's the
mean,
Omni
sure.
part of the name. Everything. We cover everything. Let's just do it.
I've
That's
always,
life, man.
well, yeah, but yeah, shoe game is
I'd love to.
I don't understand, but I'm here
got
for
you,
it. I'm
man.
down for it. JJ Lawson, OVW, is in the chat room.
Oh,
Wow.
good to see you,
He
JJ.
brought the
Laughing at
excitement.
something.
What's up, man?
So last week we were out. We were wounded. We were injured. We were on the IR, so to speak. We did not have enough men to field a full team, so we could not make the game. We had to scratch the game last week. How many more? Anybody? Any more?
We didn't have a quorum.
We didn't. Yeah. So we don't have a review of our guesses from last week, this week. But we do have everyone's favorite segment, and that is, of course, the prediction segment.
Predictions.
And we are getting.
Predictions.
We are getting. That's going to be changing soon.
Really?
Yeah.
No, not that part. really was directed toward you. Like
That's how he put the videos up. I was doing it for when the actual prediction. Don't do that.
Malachi,
Fine.
you need to get your fancy Nintendo Switch out again. I liked it better when you had your fancy Nintendo Switch out back there all the time.
Okay.
Sounds fun.
I second that.
He has one of those Steam decks.
Oh, you got the Steam Deck?
Oh yeah, Malachi takes
yeah.
takes games very seriously.
As you should. As you should. Man.
All right. So let's start with, before we actually get to predicting this week's Rise, let's talk about last week's just a little bit. This is a thing I want to start doing a little more in the review. We don't really have a review this week, but let's do it just anyway. What did you guys think was the moment of Rise last week, or the OVW moment? I want to open it up for other things besides Rise, because there is other
I was
stuff
actually thinking about that this past week. I think that we need to maybe make a more concerted effort to cover what has turned into a fantastic little show with its new host. Not to speak poorly of Stevie J and Brian Kinnison, but Overdrive.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we need to look more
In
into
fact,
Overdrive.
Speaking of Overdrive, I'll open up and say my favorite OVW moment of the week was the interview with the Nero family on Overdrive just last night. If you've not seen it, it's right here in this very feed. Linda Kay goes one on two with Jay and Tommy Boy De Niro,
I would
and
like to see that.
Yeah, I need to see that.
you will. They talk about because Linda actually knows Jay all the way back to Wisconsin from before he was in was in Vegas. So they go deep. Linda, great interview, and so that was my OVW moment of the week.
If we had a piece of paper that we could flip over all at the same time without doing it, I would insist that we did that. But can I speak for all of us?
Yeah.
Yes.
When I say Jamin Olavencia's retirement speech,
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yep.
there's after hanging out with Jamin, we have a little bit of insight. During our interview, we have a little bit of insight. Please listen to our interview as it goes up right at 8 p.m. this evening at the conclusion of this program. You guys will be very impressed with Jamin Olavencia in interview form as much as you have been in the ring over the past couple of years since his return. Jamin is a very heartfelt orator, a very passionate orator. And how do you encapsulate Jamin Olavencia's career in OVW? How do you end it with a speech? How do you do that? It's impossible, right?
Good question.
3-time OVW heavyweight champion, longest tenured champion, longest running champion. That in of itself, he's in the record books forever, probably. How do you put that into words if you're Jamin Olavencia?
Just can't. Nope.
I mean, we have about an 11-minute attempt from last Thursday. It's a separate video in this very feed, so
True.
go look for it.
Yeah.
He made an attempt, and I really want to go back. I need somebody to give me here's Jamin Olavencia's best matches. Here is the best of, just in general, some of this, the OVW stuff from post when it would just be WWE or TNA's
It'd be
catalog.
cagematch.net.
Do they have the?
They've got
I guess-
everybody.
I
Match.
guess they do. Yeah.
They got
Everybody.
everything, man.
And Jamin is very accomplished outside of just OVW. Like, let's not sell the man short at all on the wrestling career that he had. We are OVW centric. We're seeing him retire from OVW, so of course our focus is going to be there. But there's a lot of Jamin Olavencia stuff out there. That might be fun. Go through Cage Match on Jamin Olavencia down the road at some point.
Absolutely.
We doing predictions?
Sure. Yeah.
Don't hit it again, Malcolm.
No.
Let's move into our first match for tomorrow. Pretty good card this week. That's been always a good card. Good card that's been released in time for us to comment on it this week.
That's a rarity for us.
Yeah, so we're going to start with a women's rematch in the form of J-Rod, or is it, versus Lovely Miss Larkin.
Oh yeah.
Have we seen them lock up before?
I don't think so.
If so, it's been a long time. I don't think so.
Larkin's not even been there
I
a long
think that
time.
they've might have been two ships in a night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they've both been part of the women's division title picture, but they haven't actually crossed paths yet.
So what do we know? I mean, I'll go ahead and say it. It's got to be J-Rod.
Yeah.
You would think.
That is
J-Rod-
certainly the
J-Rod
simple
takes
answer.
this. Just the run she's on, all the aggression she's throwing out, man.
Yeah, I know.
They're gonna. I think that keeps going. I think that keeps going. But man, if Larkin got that win,
Yeah,
I'd
that
love
would be big for her.
I
if
love
she
that.
Did, yeah.
I love that a lot.
I just don't see where Freya seems somewhat down to play the invisible knife game. I don't see J-Rod doing it.
No.
Fair.
So you've already cut a huge offensive tactic off of Larkin's repertoire.
That's super fair. Got to get the bag for that for J-Rod.
So you don't think
so-
there's, we know we love lovely Miss Larkin,
Yeah.
and certainly her expression can be distracting. You don't think there's a chance that maybe she finds a way to bedazzle J-Rod in some way?
That's not. I've never seen that type of behavior out of the Ultimate Athlete before. That's why they call her the Ultimate Athlete.
That's super fair.
Comes in with her
Yeah.
game face on every single week.
That's
man.
super fair. This is a therapist she's working against, though.
This is true. This is somebody
I
that
don't
might
know,
be able to
she's-
get into her head
Exactly.
in a
Yeah,
special way.
she might be able to get that. She has a deep bag. Yeah. So, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
J-Rod's good defenses. If you get inside those defenses,
Yeah.
how good is she at recovering?
Well, yeah, that is a good point. And from my personal perspective, if you can catch her off guard, it's a whole different game altogether.
I mean, Hans has personal experience with
Yeah.
this in this group. So do you want lovely Miss Larkin in your prediction, Mr. Hans?
I still feel like tomorrow it's pretty safe to say that the intensity of J-Rod is going to better the unpredictability of lovely Miss Larkin in this case. I could be wrong, and often am, but this time around, I kind of think that's what's going to happen.
Mr. Allen, can I interest you in the Minority Report?
Sure thing. So, the brain at first, I was going J-Rod, but I realized Miss Larkin has one of the deepest bags of just moves, tactics you can think of. So I'm switching that. I'm going Miss Larkin.
All right. We
Yeah.
love a bold predictor.
Yeah. I like
Welcome to
that.
the game, Mr. Allen.
Yes,
right.
thank you.
All right. Now I have to delineate which
Yeah.
B I mean in these predictions.
There's a lot, man. Sorry.
All right, let's move on to our second match of the evening, which sees member of the trifecta, Brandon Beretta, take on former half of the tag team champion, Donovan Cecil. Not as clear cut, I would assume.
I mean, let's look at the tail of the tape, as they like to call it. These are two big, powerful men
Yes.
with a very, very, very powerful skill set. And you look at him, Brandon Beretta is a little. He's not as he's not Kentucky's strongest man material, maybe. Right? Let's put it that way.
He might be Kentucky's strongest turkey.
But he is. Here's a couple of things he does have an advantage on. He's lower to the ground.
Yep.
Leverage.
I think he's a little quicker. Donovan Cecil's quick, man. I'm not trying to take that away from Donovan Cecil.
Yeah.
I think Brandon Beretta is a little quicker. And if Brandon Beretta can kind of play that speed game effectively, maybe find Donovan Cecil in a compromised position, maybe get one Hail Mary suplex out of it, I mean, we might be looking at Brandon Beretta victory.
Yes, it's
Enough
tough.
for you to put your prediction there?
I mean, it's tempting. It's very tempting. I'd like to hear what my co-hosts say before I make a prediction, but it's very tempting.
This is
Mr. Allen, what do you
yeah.
think?
No, thank you. This is like we said earlier, man. That's like a deadlock. You got a whole lot of power in that match, but very sneaky athleticism. So it's like I really don't know which way the needle needs to point. Oh man, I'll go Beretta. I think the trifecta keeps it hot after getting the tag titles back.
All right.
Yeah, maybe Jack Vaughn does something weird here to mess with our
I believe Miss-
mammoth a little bit.
Yeah, JJ in the chat room specifically said Vaughn interferes.
Okay.
And we know Vaughn's going to have a match we're going to talk about very shortly.
Well,
So
these guys share a locker room together. You've got to imagine Jack Vaughns might be a little vocal back there. Maybe JJ heard something
Maybe.
that Jack Vaughn's planning for this match.
Yeah. That's my lock, Beretta. Yep.
all right. Love locks. Mr. Hans.
If it were one-on-one, The Mammoth Donovan Cecil versus Strictly Business Brandon Beretta. I think that I would have to go with the Mammoth.
Mm-hmm.
But given the circumstances where he and Jack Vaughn took on the trifecta last week, lost the tag team titles so quickly after winning them, it's not going to be a one-on-one. We've already discussed the possibility that Jack Vaughn could interfere. Since we're talking about the trifecta, you know the fact that outside interference is not just a possibility, but also a probability.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
If I go with my heart, I'm going to go with the Mammoth, but on paper this time around, given that they lost the tag team titles last week, I feel like I'm going to have to go with Brandon Beretta this time because I feel like they're out to make a statement.
It's hard. The question, too, is Donovan Cecil, is he going to be able to, keep his head on a swivel enough for this?
Right.
He's smart. He's very smart. He surely knows the tactics, right? But these guys are smart. They're smart too. Takes 3 of them to equal Donovan Cecil.
Yeah.
But they're smart too, and they can come up with something new quickly. Once one scheme runs dry, they'll find something new. That's how schemesters work, right? That's how these grifters work, right?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
That's the question for me. I'd love to say Donovan Cecil, so I'll say it. It feels good. I'll say it.
Nice.
Donovan Cecil.
All right, so we had a meeting of the Bryans.
Yeah.
Right, but Jackman dissents there with Donovan Cecil. Let's move on to the other side of that coin, where we see trifecta member Ashton Adonis taking on one veteran, Jack Vaughn. Let's start with Brian. Let's start with Mr. Hines this time, shall we?
Well, again, if it were one-on-one, the veteran Jack Vaughn versus Ashton Adonis, I would probably tend to go with the veteran. But for the same reason, I don't feel like it's going to be a simple one-on-one given the situation that all 4 of these men are in, and these 2 specifically in this match. I feel like I'm going to have to go with Ashton Adonis because their track record is one of chicanery and outside interference.
An effective chicanery at that.
Quite.
All right, Ashton Adonis for Mr. Hines. Which one of you got a burning passion to go next?
I'll go ahead. if
Go
you don't
ahead.
mind.
Go ahead.
Oh man, that logic you had there, I'm gonna have to steal off that, copy that a little bit. Where
Help yourself.
thank you, appreciate you, man. Where the trifecta again, they got numbers and they all have their chemistry and they're all in unison. They're not arguing a lot. On the other side with Vaughn and the Mammoth, just broke up. You just lost the titles. It's still heated. There's a lot of heat there between them. So with those 2 matches on the card and all these guys on action on the show tomorrow, or in action on the show tomorrow, it's all kind of adding to something. And I think it's just not going to be the best time for Vaughn and the Mammoth. I think they're going to kind of continue to kind of just keep each other down and keep messing up. But yeah, I'm going to have to go with Adonis here, man.
Okay, so Jackman, looks like you have the chance to either make it a trifecta, or you got maybe a stakeout. You can stake out a separate claim.
Here's the thing with the Donovan Cecil Jack Vaughn thing.
Yeah.
Is I wish that they had a little bit longer of a title run to maybe
hear you.
work out some of these differences, because the trifecta have been wonderful in the year 2025. Been really fantastic. I really think that Donovan Cecil and Jack Vaughn, as odd couple as it was at the beginning, really had potential to give them a run here in the second half of the year for Tag Team of the Year. And maybe they're the only people short of a returning favorite like Peaches and Cream that could give the trifecta a run for their money at this point.
Yeah.
We need that.
Just because the package of Jack Vaughn and Donovan Cecil was so appealing. And I wonder if in their time together, Donovan Cecil's been there before Jack Vaughn's had other titles, but it's been a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Seems
wonder,
like Jack Vaughn had the heavyweight when we started following this
I believe
podcast
so.
a couple
did.
years ago.
He did.
Wow.
And I wonder if there's an element of them that could ever come to the understanding that they're greater together. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but one could think, right?
Yeah,
One
yeah,
can wish.
yeah. Absolutely.
I'll go Jack Vaughn.
Nice.
All
F
right.
it. F it.
That's
like
a veteran call.
I like it. Yeah.
All right. Next, we have non-title.
Just because, and I want to make this clear, that was because I allegedly heard something about Ashton Adonis earlier in the chat, and I don't jive with that allegation on Ashton Adonis. It was the one about eating boogers.
All right. Let's move on to some non-title action. That will see the reigning OVW heavyweight champion, Cal Hero, take on an interesting
Appointment could be the right word too.
yes, in the form of Star Rider.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's different. That's different.
Star Rider's got his little group now. You know, he's got to be looking at higher aspirations.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're the leader of the group, you got to go high. You got to go for the highest one. Right now, Cal Hero is the
Top of the food
arguably,
chain.
yeah, he's arguably the top of the food chain. And I think I would say so too, especially coming off of the last 2 weeks of Cal Hero's career. You know, given the Jamin Olivencia of it all. That is very interesting, though. It is very interesting, though. Any chance that this is inconclusive in any way? Any chance that Goon Squad shows up and we got to run this one back down the road? Any chance that this is the beginning of something?
Yeah.
So
I
realistic
kinda
chance.
think
There's
so,
a-
yeah.
Yeah, huge realistic chance with how much they get involved. Yeah.
So you guys think that maybe this has legs for weeks to come?
I'd almost point you influenced me. That might be my prediction. This match might not even get a conclusion.
It would be in line with everything else we've seen from
Yeah.
them. From the
Okay,
Dream
so
Syndicate.
do we have I'm going to add no decision. So,
Well, I want to talk about the prospect a little further if I could.
sure.
At this point in Cal Hero's run, like coming fresh off the Jamin stuff, is this kind of feel like a left turn if it was a long-term thing, if it was a weeks-long thing? Does this kind of feel like an immediate left turn? Because I do.
It would.
I do, and I kind of like it.
Yes.
Because I kind of like. You got to give Cal room to breathe as a champion right now, and this is a challenge as a champion for him. This is a challenge in his growth as a champion. This is a challenge on what he can do in television and the type of scenarios he can get put in. So I think that if this was long term, it would be very interesting. I will go no DQ. I'll go no decision on this as well, though.
All right. And Alan, that was your one as well, or did you make one yet? Sorry, I'm looking at the chat room.
No,
too,
you're
so-
good. I'm gonna have to go DQ as well.
No decision.
No
as well?
decision. Yeah.
Yep.
I think I said
or
no.
notice. Yeah.
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 This
DQ, no
this match
decision,
will
same
not
thing.
finish cleanly. that's the conclusion.
I think I mistakenly said no DQ.
No,
which
you're
would
good.
be-
It's fine. We'll all live.
That's a match
Yeah.
type.
Mr. Hines, would you like to propose that there will be a winner at all tomorrow?
I don't think so.
So we're all. Let me get this straight. We are all three saying no finish. Okay.
Yeah.
across the
I
board.
feel like something is going to happen to
Yep.
keep us from getting a clear-cut, true winner to this match.
All right. One that I actually missed and Malachi caught. It was on here. It was Steven Steele versus Super Z, apparently.
No, this was
Oh, that was last. Oh, that was an old one. Okay, never mind.
That's
Then
deduction.
we will go. Yep, that's a deduction.
about to say, run it back. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'd be down to yeah.
yeah.
So that was old. Okay, that makes sense. Then our main event, I would imagine.
It's a poster.
Yeah, that's the one, but it's at the top. Has Eric Surge versus Tony Gunn. and it looks like it is for the championship, for the OVW United States
Oh, wow.
Championship. Gentlemen, what say you?
Who wants to go first?
Brian Allen.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I got some stuff in my mind.
Okay, we love stuff in your mind.
Yeah, man.
Put it in the mic.
So, Eric Surge, Tony Gunn, with how good Fight Night was, and that what was the official match name? The stipulation for that match, a three-way dance.
Three-way
Yes.
dance.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I love that. That was great. With how great that was, being at the arena that night, and how that ended, and I was kind of thinking to myself, you know, where do we go from here with this? For all three of these guys, where do they go? I was sitting there with how good that was. I like that. No, you're good. When I was sitting there wondering where do we go now, I was like, you know, low key, run it back. Keep this going. It was that good, and I think you can keep exploring it more and go a lot of different directions and keep having these guys go at each other and introduce all sorts of new angles and these storylines and just keep beating the crap out of each other, man. Those three know how to fight. They know how to fight each other too specifically.
Very physical.
Yeah, very.
Physical, those three.
So I will have to get. We're gonna go. This one doesn't end. This one doesn't end clean again.
Do you need me to give you another no decision?
I mean, because we kind of have a feeling what might happen, who might show
We
up.
feel
here.
like Crixus is going to wander in.
You'd have to think, man. Maybe he doesn't stop the match, but you got to think he's gonna be there. Yeah, I'm going. No finish again.
All right.
I hate to double.
Wow,
dip, but
okay.
Gonna have to.
So, let's see. Jackman, you've got a smile on your face. Let us know what you're thinking.
It would be so classic Thursday night in Davis Arena for the championship to change hands 2 weeks after the special.
Now that's a possibility, man.
That is entirely
really is.
possible.
It's that there's I feel like so many times in my fandom of OVW that I've wondered why didn't it happen on this night,
Yeah.
and it happened on this night, and I feel like we might be brewing for one of those.
Now, you got me thinking now. I won't change the prediction, but man, that's a great point.
There's something weird, man. There's an air in Davis Arena on a Thursday night where anything can happen.
Speaking of anything can happen, Josh Ashcraft has joined the
Oh,
chat
Josh
room.
Ashcraft, great. We love Josh Ashcraft. Josh, how you doing, man? What's up?
Hello.
I don't know if you
And-
can read it,
I
but
can't,
he
I
said, dude in the middle is over with me based on the shirt alone.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So
And
Josh,
I knew that as soon as
Hey.
you walked through the door wearing a Misfits shirt.
Josh
Man, you know.
Ashcraft used to lead something called the Legion of Doom, which is a Misfits reference, of
The
course.
Legacy
Really?
of
Man,
Brutality.
Legacy of
Oh,
Brutality.
perfect.
What did I
That's a
say? What did I say?
deduction.
Legacy, Legion of Doom. That's,
Check his papers.
Is that the Road
Josh,
Warriors
you
name
know
in
ball.
WWF?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, no. Legacy of Brutality. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
But of course, the Misfits reference. I think
You
we-
over with me, man.
Wow. That's how you handle that.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Josh is
Yeah.
great. Josh is
Yeah.
Yeah, come down and see us
I can
sometime
tell,
soon,
man. I can
Josh.
tell.
Well, we're close to episode 69 of the Fan Zone, Josh.
Yeah.
And we
we're
know you like that number.
1 month from today, it will not only be in spooky season, but it'll be episode 69 of the OVW podcast, and I think that will just be nice.
Josh, come down. We'll eschew format for a week, and we'll do movies.
We'll have to summon him with high-end bourbon.
Yeah, no, we'll eschew format for a week for episode 69 of the Fan Zone Live, and we'll do horror movies. If you can make it, Josh. I know it's sometimes work and stuff, but would love to have you back down for episode 69 of the Fan Zone next month.
All right. So we were discussing Tony Gunn versus Eric Surge for the OVW US Championship.
I'll go.
Oh, we have a breaking news, Eric. The East End villain Josh Ashcraft will be here for episode 69.
Oh,
1
sweet.
month hence.
Nice.
Fantastic.
So
Fantastic.
mark it down, make a poster.
We'll ask
all right.
Jamin.
Yeah. So, am I hearing that you think that Gunn's going to pull it out tomorrow, Jack?
Yeah, I'm feeling frisky. I'll take it.
Oh man.
All right. Mr. Hans.
Okay.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Do you think it will be a clean one-on-one win, Tony Gunn?
No.
Okay. So who do you think will be appearing also
Crixus.
at ringside. Really? You both overlooked the fact that last week Leo Fox seemed to be at the employee of Shotgun Tony Gunn
Look at
during
that.
during his match with Eric Surge.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
right. No.
That's
Totally
that's
forgot.
why you make the well. We don't any of us make money for this yet, but one day you'll make the big bucks, Mr. Hodge.
One of these days, and I was even pretty preoccupied last Thursday, but I
catch.
still held on to that little nugget.
Yeah,
Glad to hear you're
good
feeling
catch.
better, buddy.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
But no, actually, that totally slipped my mind. Been hanging out with Jamin all afternoon, and went to some places. Learned
Yeah.
about a lot of mystical lands, and
Yeah.
and the real world escaped me. But no, and I also love Leo Fox and Tony Gunn as a package.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is just a match made in Arkansas.
And just
That's-
Leo Fox in general.
That's pretty good.
The Underhills didn't put me up to saying that either, by the way.
No, yeah, I'm still going Tony Gunn, but
Now you've got even more
updated with this new information, I feel more confident.
So, Brian, you're the one who, of course, intrepid reporter that you are, you did report this, remind us of this moment. Does this mean you're going to take Tony Gunn?
In this specific instance, I feel like Eric Surge is at a disadvantage because I don't feel like it will be a one-on-one match. It will be two-on-one. Do I think Crixus will make an appearance? It's possible. Do I feel like Leo Fox could make an appearance? It's very likely. If that's the case, I could kind of see Crixus coming to the defense of Eric Surge to neutralize the potential that Leo Fox might face towards Eric Surge.
I'm enjoying this.
And if that turns out to be the case, if Crixus comes out to kind of neutralize Leo Fox, if Leo Fox shows up, I'm going with Eric Surge. But if Crixus is out of the picture and it's just Tony Gunn versus Eric Surge and Leo Fox interferes, I'm going with Tony Gunn. So it's an if-then statement for me. I don't know how you want to
So,
file
which
that
one of those do you think is more likely? Let's make that your official prediction. Which one of those scenarios do you think is more likely?
Okay.
What do you feel?
He's cooking over here.
With that
Yeah,
being
you are.
said, I feel like Eric Surge is going to come out on top because Leo Fox is going to come out and assist Tony Gunn, and Crixus is going to be right there in the mix. So he's going to neutralize Leo Fox. I'm going to
I
go
love
with
it.
Eric Surge.
All right.
Nice. That's a,
Cards stacked up.
That's
Deck
great
stacked up against Eric Surge, though. I think we can all agree about that.
Yeah, we may not know who's going to lose, but you know who's going to win? The OVW fans.
That's right.
You guys at home, us, all of us. It's going to be a great night, seems like.
I'm a journalist.
Indeed.
I'm impartial.
damn good one, too.
No, I forgot that Leo Fox and Tony Gunn are
Hey, man,
hanging
like
out.
you said.
That's why you have a partner.
out there, man.
With the French
We run
toast.
out
Yeah, I'm
the
not
world out there, man.
apparently not that good. What else we got back there?
I believe that caps us off.
Wait. We still have a list of people who will be on the show, right? This is where we can just kind of do make-em-ups as to what we think will happen.
Look at
Yeah.
the bottom of the promo.
Yeah,
Thing
sure.
they
Let's
had,
get back that last poster.
Yeah, it's like
please.
playing
the
it's
full
like
size version.
playing with a toy chest.
Yeah.
Get to make your own matches.
Or, pick your own adventure.
Yeah.
It's fan fiction. Yeah.
Okay, we know Steven Steele's going to be there.
Yeah.
I saw him on the poster. What do you think's going to happen with that?
Make it real big. So let's make. I'm going to put it up full screen for a second, so
Okay.
we can kind of see things, and
Sure.
then we'll come back to you
Have
guys.
him just,
Just
keep
center
getting
on
violent
that
with
also
guitars,
here.
and we're good. Or any instrument, really.
That segment last week was probably like the last 10 minutes or so of hour one.
Yep.
That was some pretty solid old school storytelling.
It was.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
ended as badly as you thought it was going to for main character Brandon Davis.
So
You
we-
do
man,
you
he
do
went through
feel
it.
transported by Steven Steele. Like you feel like you're watching it on a 9-inch television with an antenna. Like that. That's Steven Steele, man. Yeah,
it's a black and white TV at my grandma's house.
It's in the basement.
And
So-
it's the early 80s.
Steven's on the card. Brandon Davis looks to be on the card. I see Crixus on the card. This is like a romper room all of a
There we
sudden.
go.
I see Flawless Jake Lawless, Sophia Rose. I see the entire Z Force.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's it.
Need
Okay,
more of the
so
Z-Force,
Okay.
for sure.
after hearing all that, I feel like we know where Crixus is going to be, where we're going to see him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like now we know where Z-Force is going to be because the Doom Syndicate, Doom Squad,
Goon Squad.
Goon Squad, of course. It's been a couple weeks.
No,
I
it's
feel like
Doom Syndicate.
Yeah, they're going to come out during Star Rider's match with Cal Hero. We obviously need somebody to come in and save the day, and I can't think of anybody better than Z-Force. Brandon Davis, Steven Steele. We're going to get another
Man,
installment
actually,
of that chapter.
you're cooking again, dude.
Yes, you are.
I know.
You're
Yes, you
cooking
are.
again. Z-Force and Cal Hero?
I'm sensing a 5-on-5 match.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
Put that on a PLE, man.
A Survivor Series?
Yes.
A single an elimination
Yes,
5-man?
please.
I like that.
Or I guess
yeah.
elimination 10-man?
Yeah.
Because, Cal Hero should team up with the Z-Force. It's right there in the name.
Well, and here's what I would really like about that. While we're just projecting onto something that we have no idea about, right?
Nope.
It's a overnight change from the Jamin Olavencia.
New tone.
Yeah, completely. There would be something so wonderfully 1993 WCW about Cal Hero joining up with the superhero. You know what I mean? Something just in that weird kind of era where there's weird fantastical things happening sometimes and spirits and whatever. I think a superhero would fit right in line with that. And Cal Hero would fit right in line with that. And also just another challenge in the Cal Hero story. Right. Yeah. Maybe in what Cal Hero is able to do, the opportunities that Cal has to be on television. Right. His how can he show more versatility?
Yeah. No,
right.
This is the
And
way to do it.
this would be completely different than the Jamin stuff.
Okay. I'm going to suggest something.
Okay. All right. Let's hear it.
5-on-5 Survivor Series.
Okay.
But they take it off campus.
You can't.
Where would they take it?
I mean, we've already been to the Fun House.
Are we going back to the Fun House? Because
I don't think they need to duplicate. I think there's plenty of other places, but
But a Survivor Series is by elimination.
but they start out there, and then in the same way that these usually work, they end up in the ring. But we start out, we do some, because this was such a beautiful. I'd love to see them go at it again in that kind of a more
cinematic form.
Yeah, cinematic.
Yeah.
There's the word I was looking for.
I'm hesitant to bring a cinematic thing kind of back to back.
Yeah, I guess Z and Star just did it.
And I'm also hesitant to bring the heavyweight title into the cinematic thing.
I wouldn't make it be for the championship.
It wouldn't have to be for the champ. It's
just putting
it's
that.
around it.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
That's a valid concern.
Now changing it up for Cal Hero, with an opponent like Star Rider, I totally love the idea of kind of going straight into the insanity that was the Super Z Star Rider thing. Right off the Jamin thing is a little bit too much whiplash.
Too much.
This is just a little bit of whiplash. If this was what was happening, this is just a little bit of whiplash. That would just be
It's a little lash.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you're probably right. We shouldn't go cinematic to cinematic unless that just wants to become the brand.
Unless
Right.
it was at the Kentucky State Fair, because that would have been pretty epic.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighting through the livestock barns. I mean, I know that was
We
your
just
favorite
have
part.
Jackman.
fun.
Tearing through the art exhibit.
Well, those people worked very hard.
Well, they did work very
There's a lot of amateur modelers there. They work very hard.
Wannabe amateur modelers was the premise of that thing. Anyway, what do we want to take another break? We come back, talk to the fans a little bit.
Before we do that, I did want to just mention, it looks like, since we talked about Cal Hero, I just want to take a moment and mention David Hero very briefly.
Yeah.
They did a documentary on him earlier this year called The Hero's Journey.
I remember that.
I've not had a chance to see it, but we're all going to get a chance, I think, later this month. It is going to be available to stream on Vimeo.
Oh, wow.
Just a recent announcement on social media.
Congratulations.
Meant to put that in the notes, but you guys don't have notes. So
Well, and here's
we're
another
winging
thing.
it tonight.
Here's another thing too. Before we go to break, or maybe we'll forgo break and
Yeah,
just
we
go
are
straight to
getting-
the fans. That we haven't mentioned, we are, as we mentioned, a little off kilter, a little off base on this Wednesday's night episode. We were hanging out with Jamin Olavencia for like 3 hours, and honestly, when you get the opportunity to hang out with Jamin Olavencia, you take it. You just take it.
Definitely.
And in all of that confusion, we neglected Al Snow's big announcement.
Ooh, yeah.
That's
Oh,
true.
goodness. Yeah, we need to stop and talk about this right now.
Yeah.
What? So what? Let's. Tiny Brian, you lead it. You lead it. Al Snow came out this last week and he said, what was the exact wording that he said?
So, the penultimate thing that happened on Rise this week, it ended, of course, with Jamin's epic retirement speech, which we've talked about kind of at length. But before that, Al Snow came out, and I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but we're coming up on the 2-year anniversary of the premiere of the Netflix docuseries Wrestlers.
We're past it.
Yep.
No, it was in September. Came out in September.
Man, that sucks.
We're right there though. So last Thursday, Al came out and announced that they're not working with the folks who did Last Chance U and Wrestlers and that production house, the BBC. They're not working with them, but they are going to be continuing the docuseries about OVW. The shooting will start in September for that. Filming. Yeah, they'll start shooting. We don't know anything about when it's going to release. We don't know who is involved production-wise for it. But basically, Al just let us know that it exists and it's coming. And, of course, we will cover it on our sub-show, Podcasters, which is our, I guess, the original Wrestlers after show now.
Yeah, I don't know. Got to get a firm release date on this thing.
Some more details would be nice, too.
Because I'm going to be honest with you guys. Don't have a lot of very good memories about the time that Wrestlers on Netflix came out.
I think we should do a Wrestlers rewatch.
Oh, I'm good. I don't want to relive any of that. So I just need to know ahead of time so I can just make sure that everything's bolted down and that my life doesn't go into turmoil again. Because I think it was actually the release of Wrestlers on Netflix that did it. I think that was the...
Really?
Yeah,
It ruined. I wasn't aware of
Yeah,
this.
I think they happened at this exact same time. I think it was like the butterfly effect. Yeah, I think that I'm gonna blame it on them and not blame. I didn't learn anything from talking to Jamin, and I am not, and I am not going to accept any responsibility for my own actions. Is what I'm saying here.
You're blaming it on the international streaming company Netflix for your personal problems. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes. Not OVW, but Netflix
Okay.
for sure.
Would anybody else care to blame an international company for their problems?
Here's the thing. Flip side, and this is what Jamin was talking about. So I did learn something. Flip side, if OVW is doing it themselves and it's not going through Netflix, so things will get better for me.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And
Cha-ching,
we love you,
baby.
Netflix. Please don't yell at us. We're just joking.
Don't. You got
But
a lot bigger
anyway,
people to sue. All right.
Let's move. People who have things. Let's look at some questions and comments from the chat room from tonight. We got the Artful Rhino in the chat tonight, one of my favorite chat handles. Says Ashton Adonis allegedly wanted to join the Doom Squadron. I think he was the same one who made that inflammatory comment about Ashton Adonis earlier in the show.
Incorrect.
You
That
gotta
was
say
Jamin.
Oh, that's a deduction.
That is a deduction.
Tough crowd for Ashton in the chat room tonight, generally.
Not well liked, Ashton Adonis.
Ashton's my guy. I mean, I'll show some love. Where's the love?
Yeah, chat. Where's the love for Ashton
Ashton,
Adonis?
Speaking of Ashton
man.
Adonis, did anybody else see Flawless Jake Lawless last week?
Yeah.
Basically become a member of the trifecta.
Well, yeah.
We have questions. Where's?
I'm
they're
glad
gonna-
you mentioned that.
They're
'cause
gonna play
that's-
him for a fool.
What's coming next with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're gonna play him for a fool down the road.
Perhaps, man.
All right.
I hate to see it. Love Jake, but I wouldn't trust those two guys. Jake shared the ring with these guys, and he's still gonna trust them. I just don't think that ends well.
Makes you wonder what's going on.
Mike Ward said Steven Steele's last opponent stood no chance. Let's take a moment, maybe. What'd you guys think of the whole Steven Steele of it all last week on Rise with the guitar playing and then the guitar hitting and Linda yelling at him in multiple languages? It was a lot for Steven Steele last week. How do you guys on the edge of your seat for this romance?
Man can do no wrong. Steven Steele can do no wrong.
He really can. I mean, he kind of
Except
sets
for when
the
it comes to
blueprint.
carrying a tune.
I loved it.
OVW senior official Daniel Spencer has joined the chat room.
Oh, Daniel Spencer.
And he tells us that the trifecta is a pain in my side, his side. Obviously.
Probably
I
the
can
back of
tell.
the head, too.
I bet they're hard to keep your eye on. That would be my guess.
Probably.
Yeah.
Daniel's obviously he's on the Ringside podcast, and he has another podcast with some other refs, don't you, Daniel? If you drop that title in there, we'll say it on the air.
Yeah, it's with Earl Hebner and I think Jimmy Corderas. Is that the other person? I can't remember. I know Earl Hebner for sure.
It's on the tip of my tongue. It's just
All right.
right there.
No, we'd love to have you, Daniel.
Yeah, man.
Been a while since we've seen you. Need to get back up to Davis Street.
Yeah, we're going to release the interview we did with the Ringside, with 3 of the 4 members of the Ringside team before the end of this month, as part of our 2-year anniversary celebration. So that'll be a little later.
That'd be fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Reffing it up.
As far as
Reffing
reffing it
A.
up. I almost said that. I was like, I don't think that's it. I was like, I think that's me thinking of what it would be called. But no, that was somewhere in the back of my head. Yeah, reffing it up.
Congratulations on that being available, Daniel. That's amazing. So that's a great title for a ref podcast.
That is, yeah,
Sure.
that good point. I'm surprised that was by the time you getting around to copyright, and I'm surprised that was still around.
No kidding. The Artful Rhino comments that J.J. Lawson would prefer getting hit with an electric bass over an acoustic guitar. We all know J.J.'s pretty extreme, but that
No,
sounds just deadly.
that would break his
Yeah.
back.
That
Yeah,
sounds hurty.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you take an electric bass to the head, that's CTE territory.
Yeah, you got to wield that like Triple H wielded the sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of got to ram it into your stomach and things.
I don't know.
So-
I don't know. I don't know about Triple H.
I don't either.
I don't know about Triple H.
I don't either.
Oh yeah, Josh Gardner. What y'all wanted to know specifically about the tinsel jacket that Steven wore? What'd you think of the fit?
He just he can do no wrong. Like, and I mean that when I say it. Like, it seems like any small thing that he tries or big thing that he tries, because he's taking some swings out there.
Yes,
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
He's taking some swings and everything seems to be landing.
Yes. Absolutely.
Amazingly so.
He's got them in the palm of their hands, baby doll.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matthew Johnson asked a few times if we can confirm another appearance from OVW icon One Cash Flow. Unfortunately,
as in one on the horizon.
yeah. Unfortunately, we cannot.
No.
Not the type of thing that we are ever made privy to.
And they generally don't announce that stuff far in advance. You might know if it's going to be on an OVW premium event, or you might know the next Rise, but they're not going to say, generally, 2 or 3 weeks out we're going to have him. But they might with him because he is cash flow.
He tries to be there as often as he can. OVW is a place that he loves, but he's a busy man. He's busier than ever now.
Yeah.
So.
Very busy.
Another question from the Rhino. Which legend would you want to see Freya specifically face? And he gives you a couple options. Melina
Options are great.
or Beth Phoenix.
Well, Beth Phoenix for me out of the 2 options, but I'll speak for
That was Rhino's one as well.
I'll speak for myself and for Freya. I think Mickey James.
Mickey J.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that's
that's
exactly
a-
what I was going to say because she already called her out on this very show last year.
Yeah.
That is very true.
So
Let's run that.
if we're just fantasy booking, for me it's Mickey James.
Yeah, all day long.
Yeah, no, I like that.
I think all 3 of those are OVW alum as well, aren't they?
I believe so.
So you got to love that. Josh Gardner asks, what are your all's thoughts on run-ins in matches and the refs? I'm just going to quote him here, Daniel. Refs playing blind, unquote. What are you guys' thoughts on these sort of elements of
I
what
want to
we're
make
watching.
something very clear about referee healthcare. It's at an all-time low, and they're not playing blind. These guys are blind.
Do you
These
know
guys-
how much it costs to go to an optometrist?
It costs a lot.
It's
It
a
costs a lot.
Sucks
and
being blind, man.
yeah, you know, I have perfect vision, so I
For
wouldn't
now.
know. I applied to be a ref. I applied to be a ref, and I didn't pass the vision test. So I'm just letting you guys know. You lay off the refs chat. I don't want to hear it.
So what do you think on run-ins? Do you like to see a run-in?
Of course,
It's an
wrestling.
occupational
Yeah.
hazard if you're a professional wrestler.
Yeah. No, of
Run-ins
course,
are
of
great.
course, I'd love to see you running. Do I
Must
think?
have.
Do I think that they have in the past, not necessarily in OVW, but in other places, been used a little bit too liberally? Are there run-ins that I think make me groan? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We saw a couple when we watched SummerSlam, but
Don't remind me.
but no, of course I love good running. Love good running.
Yep. Run-ins are great.
So Daniel Spencer replies, "I can't see what I can't see,
Yeah, see,
but I did get LASIK." So
I tried to make an argument for it, Daniel. I'm sorry, you can't. Come on, man.
all right, one more. Let's see. Josh Gardner says that Star Rider is slowly growing on me, and the Z Force is a league of extraordinary gentlemen.
I love Star Rider.
Yeah,
He's great.
I think it's gonna be some fun stuff.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
If that's the direction they're going.
Yeah.
On the way out here, I do want to make a special plea to you guys. We have a very special episode of the show coming up at 8 p.m. on our podcast channel. That's OVW Podcast on YouTube. It's an interview with Jamin Olavencia. I said this at the start of the show, but I think it bears repeating. We could have sat up here and tried to record a podcast episode that tried to encapsulate Jamin and his run in OVW and his life and career. And that's what we would have tried to do on this past week's episode, but we got lucky enough just to have the man himself, and that's why we're running this interview so early, and it's one of the best interviews we've ever done, and I sincerely hope that you guys check it out. Go in the chat, keep the party going over in the chat, and if you're an audio listener of our podcast, and if you're not, go ahead and like and subscribe that as well. Listen to the audio feed. It's going to be a little different than the video feed. So.
Yeah, a little bit of bonus content thanks to my friend and colleague, Mr. Jackman Oaks.
All right, very quickly, let's do the calendar. Tomorrow, 545, 4400 Shepherdsville Road. It is OVW Live. You need to be there. Action starts at 6:15. 6:30 is Overdrive. At 7 o'clock, it is OVW Rise, the hottest 2 hours in the state of Kentucky each and every week. We'll be watching. We hope you will too. Next Monday, or in the next couple days, watch for yet another interview to drop from us in our feed. That will be with the 3 of the 4 members of the Ringside Podcast. We got to talk to them recently. Pretty excited to share that with you. Next Tuesday, in this very feed, it is the show that I believe still always kicks out at 2. It is OVW Overdrive with one lovely Linda Kay and one Jessica, I almost said J-Rod's last name. White, Jessica White.
Her last name is Rod, too.
Oh,
Her
sure.
first name is
Jay. Her last name is Rod, yes. It's Miss Rod if you're nasty. Next, then...
that was for our younger listeners, and that's a reference to a real old song.
Real old song, sorry. This in 6 days, 23 hours, we will be right back here with OVW Fan Zone Live, where fans talk back.
Thank you guys so much for listening. My name is Jackman Oaks.
I'm Brian Hines.